Hi, I'm Claire from clairekerslake.com. Today I want to talk about how do we need to think to create that awesome health in our lives. Let's look at that now. So sometimes our thoughts can come up as real barriers to us creating those healthy habits in our lives. And it can happen in a number of ways. The first way that it can sometimes happen is that we think negatively and put ourselves down. And what we know about that is that not only does it feel terrible, it lowers our motivation, lowers our willpower, and is likely to send us straight to our favourite comfort food. Not a good thing. Another way of thinking that can sometimes come up as a barrier for us is what's called the what the hell effect. So what is that? So generally most of us have got a basic understanding of the amount of food and calories we consume in a day. And what happens when we go outside of that, let's say Sally's brought in a beautiful chocolate cake for morning tea and we've indulged, we tend to think, what the hell, I may as well have another slice or chocolate or whatever. And what we know is that it's not the initial slice of chocolate cake that did the damage. It's all we have to eat after that when we think that. So the what the hell effect is a real barrier for us to create those healthy habits. Another thing that I see my clients do sometimes is all or nothing thinking. So they might think, for instance, I'm going to follow this, these healthy habits for X amount of time, and if it doesn't work, if I haven't reached my goal by then, I'm going to go back to my old unhealthy ways. And really, that's not helpful either. We need to be thinking much more long term. So how do we counteract these barriers? The first thing is to build an awareness around our thoughts. Now often we're fused to our thoughts, which means we're not really aware that we're even thinking. But just to bring that gentle, loving awareness to our thoughts so that we start to experience patterns and where we might not be helping ourselves with our thoughts. And then we need to reframe. One of my mentors, Denise Duffield-Thomas, she has a little elastic band on her wrist, and when she finds herself, thinking something that doesn't serve her, she gives it a bit of a twang. So it's a perhaps not so gentle reminder, hey, I need to not be thinking this and need to reframe it. So I've written out some possible reframes that you can use perhaps if you're coming up with some of these thoughts. So let's look at this now. Okay, so one of the things we might think is it's no use, I've always been big. So we might reframe that to I'm getting healthier by creating new habits in my life. We might reframe a thought that this is too hard, and let's be honest, who hasn't thought that sometimes? To all change feels uncomfortable. This is normal and it's going to get easier. What about I deserve this? This was a big one for me. I had a stressful job and I'd often think, I deserve this. It'd be the chocolate and Coke I'd have in the afternoon. A reframe for that sort of thinking is, how can I nurture myself today? And find a non-food related reward, for instance. That what the hell effect. Instead of thinking I may as well have the chocolate too or another slice of cake, to I've slipped up. But that's okay. Now I'm back on track. So to summarise, our thoughts can come up to sabotage our goals sometimes. So to counteract that, we need to bring an awareness to our thoughts and we need to reframe them. Hope you found this helpful. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'd love for you to head on over to the blog, clairekerslake.com. More great videos and articles on helping you create that awesome health in your life. Looking forward to touching base there. Are you struggling to create better health in your life? Or maybe you're confused about all the conflicting options out there about what you need to do to get fitter and healthier. Or maybe you feel like you've tried everything. It just all feels too hard and you blame yourself. I'm Claire Kerslake. I'm a health and wellness coach, and I help women like you learn the skills to create awesome health in their own life while loving themselves along the way. And I've got a totally free 7-day email challenge to get you started in creating that awesome health that you dream of. Just enter your details at clairekerslake.com/7-day challenge and you'll get immediate access. I'm here to help. You can do this, and there's never been a better time than right now. So enter your details and I'll see you soon.